Okay, boys, you guys ready for this? Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you?
10.
So we're gonna do a recap of last session. Last session was pretty easy. I don't know if you guys remember much, but ready to go because it's been a while. Last session, we started in the town of Valaki. You know, you were in front of that big ass army with the Baron and stuff, and Zazriel convinced you guys to stop, to not do it.
Hold up.
So you guys stopped, and you got banished from the town as a result.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. Ask me why.
So on your guys' journey back to Kresk, you guys came across like a carriage with some like druid cannibal looking dudes. You guys murdered them. You murdered them brutally, and then you stole the carriage and then Alistair changed into a horse and was pulling you guys' carriage. And so whenever you guys arrived at Kresk, you guys faced an unexpected challenge that you guys weren't allowed access in. Due to a lockdown, apparently there was a raid on the village of Barovia, so they weren't letting anyone come in unless you had lots of money, which I think they said 10,000 gold, or some wine, since there was a big shortage in wine there. So you guys got turned down. Obviously, Ismark and Irina were very disappointed. They're kind of like distraught because basically they've been doing this whole journey just to, get there. You guys decided to go to the winery to check out what was going on, and that is where we are going to resume. So the dawn of a new day finds our adventurers on the road to the winery. Their journey marked by a mix of emotions and personal endeavors. They travel in a carriage, uniquely propelled by Alistair Chastain. A druid has transformed himself into a horse. Despite his disfigured form, Alistair steadfastly pulls the carriage, his dedication to the group unwavering. Irina and Ismark, the siblings, exhibit a somber mood, still grappling with the rejection from Kresk. Their disappointment is palpable. Zazriel, engrossed in his notebook. Zazriel is a flurry of creative energy. As a former carriage repairman, he's brimming with innovative ideas to enhance their current mode of transport. Michael, attuned to his new gear, is immersed in examining and understanding his recently acquired equipment. Dalabinian, caught between wakefulness and a trance-like state, Dalabinian seems mesmerized by the luminous trail ahead. His half-awake demeanor suggests a mind teetering on the edge of reality and visions, perhaps foreseeing what the journey has in store. As the morning sun casts its golden rays upon the party, they pass a wooden sign signaling their approach to the winery. The normalcy of the journey shifts when they spot a group of figures lurking in the undershade of nearby trees. These mysterious individuals seem to be scrutinizing the winery, which now comes into view in the distance. What do you guys wish to do?
Take back shots.
May I
Give back shots.
May I please roll perception?
Yes.
15.
As you get closer, what you do see is a group of people who seem to be on the undershade of a tree, and you can tell now that they're looking up at the winery, and they hear you guys coming, and they turn around. This is what you see here. You see a group of people who seem to be standing there, and a slight rain starts to pour as they see you, as they lurk under the shade, and you see an older man, this guy down here. He steps out from the group of people, and he says, "Travelers, why do you come here?"
We are here for wine.
He stares at you guys intensely. He says, "What's it to you?"
Well, the tavern keeper, Erwin from Balaki, sent us to retrieve a shipment of wine that he had ordered that had not come in.
kind of looks back over at these people, and he looks back. He's like, "Erwin sent you?
Yes.
He's the reason of all this problems."
What did Irwin do? What are problems also?
He looks away. He doesn't answer your question.
It's perhaps
He says,
something-
"Well, if you want to get the wine, it's up there. Go get it."
Why are you being so cryptic?
Can I roll?
I don't know you people.
Inside.
That's fair. But can I ask you, what's the problem? Are there monsters in there, or bad people, or
You could say that.
what kind of bad people? Like the druid cannibal people?
Similar.
Similar?
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, sure. You're a horse still.
Alright.
What animal steers your carriage?
It's a horse.
That's no horse. That's a druid. I can tell one when I see one.
Yes.
You can tell, obviously, that he's hiding information away from you, but
Breed is a tiger.
that's about that. You really can't tell necessarily if it's a trap or not.
Buying them.
I'm gonna say, any information that you could give us would be very helpful. What's in there? What's your issues? Because we can help you, and we'd like to help you because it's mutually beneficial. We get what we want. You get what you want. You get your. I'm assuming this is your winery. This is your.
It is. It's my family's winery. The Mardukov family. And that wine in there is ours.
Very
But-
understandable. Yeah.
If you are willing to go in there and clear the area out, we will see no problem in giving you a share of it. That is, if you bring it back to Valaki, like you are been ordered to by Erwin.
That's exactly why we're here. Do you have any extra wine that we could buy off of you if we clear it out?
After we make some more, we sure can.
How long does it usually take you guys?
A few weeks to ferment it at least, and then after that the making process begins, so probably a month and a half or so.
Okay. Can I roll insight?
Mm-hmm.
And see if
He's definitely 35.
14. I'm just trying to see if his intentions are bad or if he's just on edge because he's in a, because he's startled or,
Crazy.
You can tell that he seems angered, maybe by the situation, and you can tell that it looks like they've been hiding out here maybe for a few days now or something. And
What do the other people look like?
so you see in the background, you see what appears to be like a little girl. She doesn't really seem to be. She's kind of off on the sides, like playing with like grass stuff. There's this woman here who seems to be a druid. You see a group of two kids. One's by about 13, one's about 8, and you see a dude who looks like kind of like an adventurer himself. You see a younger boy, probably about in his 15s, and you see another man here who probably appears about to be in his 30s.
I'm going to ask him another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a wife that you run this winery with?
It's just my family.
You ever had a wife? Or I'm
I
assuming.
did.
What happened to your wife?
None of your business.
I used to lock it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So once per day, I can detect thoughts only relating to the loss of some. Okay, so can I detect his thoughts and see, like, whenever he thinks about his wife, can I,
Yeah.
detect to see
Yeah,
if he's
so
rerunning how she got lost?
You sit there and you have this locket and you channel it for a power second. Roll me a stealth check because you are using this locket right in front of him.
12.
You get the spell off without him realizing it, and as you lock it, you feel the spell weave, and you feel his thoughts, and you feel his emotions, and you catch a glimpse of inside of his mind, and you see Erwin, the barkeep, at a much younger age, and you see him on what appears to be guard duty, and you see him slacking off on guard duty, and you see him leave his post. And you see him talking to his now wife. Druids go and invade the winery, and you see Erwin wasn't there to defend it, and you see his wife get murdered by the druids.
Are they like the cannibal druids?
No,
Okay, they're just druids.
they're druids,
Okay.
and as that spell ends, it kind of goes back, and that's your his mind,
Okay.
or detect his feelings, his thoughts.
Okay, he don't back Erwin.
Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, you can tell from thoughts this is Erwin's father.
This is Erwin's father? I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Okay. If you want a piece of that wine, go up there and take it back for us.
Take back the night, some would say, huh?
Take back the night, some would say.
Gentlemen, this is a good thing to do. I think we should help these fine people.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
You guys can kind of see in the background. So you guys are probably at the beginning of the trail, right over here.
Okay.
And they're probably about under that the wood trees over there.
Okay.
And you can see in the distance the winery. It's way back there.
Should we see if any of them want to help? Would any of you guys like to help us clear out these hostiles?
This old sage man turns around and looks as, does anyone want to help claim back the winery? And you see this man right here.
No way.
He gets up, but he clutches his side, and you see bandages wrapped around him. He's like, I'll go. I'll take it back for my family.
Can I roll perception to see how injured he is?
12.
He appears to be weakened, and he appears he probably won't be as effective combat. He looks like he would be in effective combat, but he looks weak. And he says, I'll do what Erwin couldn't do, Father. Let me go.
I'm gonna use Goodberry. I'm gonna give him all the berries.
I'm just letting you know, Parker, you are a horse still.
Oh shit, I forgot.
This horse,
You're in the grenade.
or are you turning back to your character?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I don't need to pull him around anymore.
Okay, this horse is freaking just transforms back, and everyone's like, oh, what the? And the old man's like, I knew it. It was a druid. You're probably one of them.
He's not. I
Some of the
promise.
people
He's-
clutches their swords and stuff like,
Relax. He's not a part of them.
I'm gonna throw the berries to him.
you cast a spell, and these berries appear in your hand, and you toss them. Do you toss them to him?
Wait. Before you talk, can I take one of
Yeah.
the berries? Can I take one of the berries from you?
I mean, it's 1 hit point, but yeah.
Okay. I just want to grab like one berry,
Okay, nice.
and then he's tossing them.
You toss them. The guy that's injured takes a step, so the berries hit the floor. He's like,
Look, they're safe to eat. I'm gonna eat one.
you feel good. Parker, roll me persuasion.
Fuck.
That's the only response. You know it's dog.
14.
14.
I'm not gonna say anything to this man.
He takes a step back and he's like, he goes on the ground and picks him up in the dirt. He kind of shuffles around in his hand. How many berries are there again, Parker?
9.
He takes one and he sniffs it for a second. He like licks it and he's like, puts one in his mouth and eats. Everyone's staring at him now. He's like, I feel a little bit better. He takes another one, puts it in his mouth and eats it. He's like, and puts all the berries in his mouth and eats it. And he's like, I feel a little bit better. He heals 8 hit points. Father, maybe they are trustworthy, but you should let me go to make sure I keep an eye on them. He kind of looks
Yeah, we
back
might
at
steal all your wine.
Adrian, I'll let you go on this one. You must defend the wine, though. The Martikot family is dependent on you for this. And he looks over back at you guys and says, I hope I am not ill-advised in your guys' intentions. I hope you are...
I don't really think you got much of a choice, but no, we're good people.
He goes over to Adrian, and you see him casting a spell on this, and he looks at him, grabs him by the shoulders, like,
What does he do?
he kind of like holds his shoulder and kind of says something to him. And Adrian's like, of course, Father. And he walks over to you guys, and he's equipped with a short sword, and he has a crossbow.
Okay.
And he's like, well,
I'm gonna look up to Ismar.
he's like,
Would you like to help us in this endeavor?
what's the point, man? What's the
Yeah, you
point?
don't got much to live for anymore, so help us out here.
You guys go ahead. I'll defend the carriage of my sister. You don't want to leave Irene here with all these strangers.
Come with us.
We'll
Need your help, Ismar. You're a trusted warrior. You're very strong. We
I
don't
appreciate that, but I don't feel good about leaving my sister with these
Well,
people
both of
we
you
just
come
met.
with.
Yeah, both come with.
No, if both these people say it's true about this place, why would I bring Irene into such danger?
It should be safer with us than here.
If you want to roll persuasion against him, you guys
Yeah,
roll
but
persuasion.
yeah. 14.
He says, I just don't feel good about leaving my sister here alone.
Okay, well then stay here and complain. We got a job to do, boy.
Besides, I'll have to defend the carriage, you know. Maybe one of those cannibals come back after us. After all, we didn't kill them all. They just ran away.
That's fair. Well, now they don't have a horse to take the carriage with because your horse is a druid.
I believe you guys will be fine without me. Just,
Okay, Ismar, but be safe, please.
I'll defend.
Don't lose
Look
hope.
out.
Don't
Your
lose
power
hope.
level.
That's why we're here.
My ultimate is down right now. I cannot cast my ultimate. I'm low in mana. I had to recall quick. Alright, so here you guys are. You guys are walking down this road. Now, all the way down to the right there is the front entrance of the winery. So this is kind of what you guys see right there. It's raining again, and this man speaks up. As you guys are walking, he's like, so, where are you guys from?
We're from beyond the fog.
I can tell that. Say, I've never seen a Vistani quite like you before.
Oh, I'm not a Vistani. I was a banker, but my suit got torn, and we were in a Vistani camp getting insight from some weird magic lady, and they offered me clothing.
Well, the winery's just up there. I think we should keep an eye out. So what are you gonna do? Parker, go ahead and roll survival.
13.
13? You see very tiny footprints buried into the muddy dirt. And they're like probably about a few inches big footprints, but you see a ton of them.
Michael Jordan?
Ton of them.
Can I tell how old they are?
You can tell they're probably about a few days old, maybe.
So, gentlemen, we know they're druids, so we should look out for any animals that are acting natural. Birds that are circling us.
This
Rats that are watching us.
Adrian speaks up. He says, "What do you see there, druid?"
Tracks. Fresh. Only for a few days.
He looks down at where you're looking at. He's like, "Interesting. I've never seen tracks so tiny before. It just seems. No, never mind. We should continue."
What? You were gonna say something. It seems like what?
Nothing.
It could be important information. Could you please?
It's not. I thought something. Throwing persuasion on him.
Yes, natural. What were you gonna say? Because it sounds like it could be important. What if it is this? Even if it's a really rare thing that may or may not be.
I thought I saw earlier throughout the day some small creatures walking around, but maybe this was it. I'm not for sure.
Okay.
I just think we should keep our head on a swivel for any.
My head does a full 360.
I agree.
Your head cracked. Very good observation, Druid. Parker, you get an inspiration point. All right.
I'm gonna walk around maxing, looking for small animals and creatures.
Yeah, can I roll perception to actually see if I see any like rats or mice or birds or watching? Oh, my character's blinder than a dog, bro.
The only thing you really see is you see some ravens fly overhead and they go,
They're just squawking. Okay, guys, really quick. For anybody who likes melee combat, I do have that bag of dust that I could cast on you, as you could walk in there unseen and then flank them all. Just saying.
Brute force through these guys probably.
I can do that.
Yeah,
You think
it's the best option?
It's always the best option.
I think if combat was to break out, me and what's your name again?
My name's Adrian.
Adrian. Me and Adrian will be on the front line. You guys stay behind and fuck them things up.
I'm more of a ranger.
You have a sword.
That is my class.
You Mog Maxi.
He mogs.
God damn it.
I catch a cyclone today. I'm gonna roll to see if I'm net 20. I'm like incredibly fucking into this dude right now because he's Mog Maxing. I looked at him and I'm like instantly fucking on my knees begging for his fucking.
Cock.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
he sticks his crossbow in your mouth and pulls the trigger. You instantly
weapon
die.
starts playing, that's-
Does it mean where you guys want to be positioned?
Me in front with, I guess just me in front.
Me taking back shots, please.
Me giving the back shots.
I'll be.
You guys keep slowly keep walking down the trail. And suddenly, roll perception checks.
5.
Bro.
17.
Good 9.
13.
Dalabinian, you hear from the woods tons and tons of movement. And as you go to turn around, you see 30 or so of these twig-like creatures coming out of the woods, running to you guys.
We're gonna get stick bumped.
They're about 120 feet away from you guys right now. They're probably about each like around like 2 feet tall. They're in like herds and stuff. There's a lot of them though.
Adrian, are these the creatures that have been harassing you guys?
I believe so. I think we should ready ourselves now. Everyone roll initiative.
What? 20, not that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I got a 20.
What'd you get, Mason?
3.
Sam?
15.
20 not natural.
So, you guys probably have about 2 rounds before they come. What do you guys want to do?
How far away is the winery?
Like 60 feet or so.
Oh, that's it?
Towards
You guys
that
think
way.
we should get to the winery?
Let's make a run for it.
Okay.
Probably.
Everybody,
Let's
to the
go.
winery.
You guys spend your turn, you're like, oh shit! You run toward the winery. You guys are here now, okay? This is what you guys can kind of see. So, as you guys walk into this winery, you see what appears to be a loading dock for where you attach a horse to it. You see 2 doors here. 3 doors actually. You see one over here, one over there, and you see one door that seems to be swinging on its hinges and stuff. And you hear the sounds of these creatures coming from behind you guys. So what do you guys want to do as you're here?
Probably find our way inside, folks.
You think so? Okay, let's get inside.
You come up to this door. It appears to be swinging on its hinges. Chris, you see some things as you walked over here. You see another door in front of you as well, too. That appears to be going upstairs.
What?
You hear sounds coming from inside this room as well, where you can see that the door is slightly ajar.
I'm gonna slightly peek in the room that's slightly ajar.
Roll perception and stealth.
I got a 17 for perception, and I got an 8 for stealth.
The rich smell of fermenting wine. So, Michael, whenever you walk in here, see that guy right there? Mm-hmm. You see this druid man who appears to be like throwing spices and other vials and pouring into these wine casks. And as you open the door and turn to look on, he hears you open the door. And he glances over at you. And he starts saying some weird language you never heard before. He's like, speaking some random ass stuff.
Turn back. Neither one of them in here have been spotted. Just fucking get them. I'm gonna move forward in the room with my greatsword drawn.
You guys still hear those creatures coming through. You guys didn't do anything to stop them.
Close the door, get in, close the door.
Yeah,
all went around inside?
We'll all pour in and close the shitty wooden door.
You come in and you shut the door behind you, and you see this druid character here. He sees all of you guys pour in here. As he sees you guys, he starts getting ready to cast a spell. Everyone roll initiative.
23.
13.
Okay, what'd you get, Sam?
12.
Mason?
15.
It is your turn first, Michael.
I'm gonna, I guess, try to close the gap on this guy.
You can run all the way up to here.
His reaction. I'm chilling. That is all I do.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I should dash. I shall get as close
Dash,
to him as
okay.
possible.
Go a little closer to him. Your turn, Zazriel.
I'm gonna cast Phoenix Snap on him.
Okay.
6 damage. I'm shooting the next one. 5.
Miss. You send these 2 fiery phoenix through this hallway, this corridor, and as this does, the bright light from that phoenix snap emits light and casts into the barrel to the next of you, and you see just dozens of these stick-like creatures inside that barrel right next to you, and you can tell that this barrel is about to explode with them.
He's making lean!
What?
Please get euthanized. Next is Adrian's turn. He takes his crossbow and he's like, there were the people that took this winery, and he aims his crossbow and he's gonna take a shot right at that druid with a miss. And just misses. It flies over your head, Michael, and just breaks against the wall. Your turn, Alistair.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to do a melee spell attack.
I can get you probably over here. Is that okay then? You're still not inside with them right there. You can get over here and cast a
Alright,
spell.
I can use something else then.
Okay.
I'll use Thorn Whip.
Okay, sounds good.
7 plus 13. I'm fucking wrong, so many 13s. Does that hit?
It barely hits him, yes. He's about to cast a spell and you just
yeah.
wrap around his shoulder. So 1d6 damage, roll the damage.
Yeah. 4.
Michael runs his turn all the way up there just for him to get whipped and get pulled back farther away from him. Your turn, Dalabinian.
We'll just cast magic missile.
Roll damage.
Okay, so 13 damage.
A fiery phoenix flies into him. He gets whipped and gets pulled over in a matter of seconds. And as he's getting pulled, his missiles start flying to him. He's like,
He also takes 1d4 scorch damage.
oh, you're right. Roll d4.
4 scorch
Oh,
damage.
nice. Another flame bursts him. He's like so weak, and his blood spinning up at him. However, it's now his turn. As his turn's happening as well, this barrel next to you, Zazriel, Michael, and Adrian. This barrel just explodes and wood just flies everywhere.
Holy fuck.
And you see about each of these little like character sheet things. There's about 5 in per one of those squares. And they're like all these little swarms like sticks to stuff. And they explode out of the barrel. It is still this guy's turn with 2 hit points left. He's going to cast the spell Entangle on you. These vines and like roots spring from the concrete ground and starts breaking the concrete apart and stuff, and they start to try to wrap around you. So you need to make a strength saving throw. Yes.
9.
Yeah. So these vines and stuff just wrap around you and pin you to the wall. And he's gonna take a step back as he's saying some language. He's like, "You are." And as what he's speaking to, "You traitor," is what he says to you. So, all of these stick characters. So, this is how much damage you take, Zaz.
One of them hits
Zazriel, you take 2 damage. Things are just ripping at you, like your shins and stuff, and like
Holy fuck.
pulling your flesh off and
Made
shit.
my toes.
Also, You hear the sound of just this. Like stuff just banging on wood and stuff. It sounds to be coming out from the hallway. Your turn, Michael.
I guess I'm gonna go and finish off the dude. I rolled an 8.
Okay, yeah. You turn on the corner. You try to like plunge your sword in the side of him, but he dodges out the way and plunges right into a barrel, and you rip it out, and wine starts just spilling onto the ground around you. It is now your turn, Zazriel.
I'm gonna use Phoenix Snap on each of these bastards.
Sounds good.
Was a 14 hit?
Yes.
I did 2 damage and he's scorched.
You blow some pieces away from these little dudes. The majority of them are still up.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the other one.
Okay.
Does a 15
Yes.
hit him? Alright. 4 damage. And he's
Nice.
scorched.
You blow like pieces, like sticks and stuff fly off and shit. Next, Adrian's turn. Adrian's gonna come up behind you, Zazriel. He's gonna pull out a sword. He starts stabbing at these things. She tries to pull out his sword, and he's like, ugh, and as he fumbles and it drops into the ground.
Oh my god.
And one of the twig blights, they kind of go over it and they just like absorb the sword into their mosh pit. So he's like, my sword! No! Alistair, your turn.
Strength saving throw.
Yep.
14.
You broke it.
I'm gonna move into melee attack range. I'm going to primal his savagery.
Okay.
15.
Yep. Hit. You break free from these vines. You break free from the vine shit, and you run up to him and you just slash him across his face, and like you see his face gash and blood flies all over you, Michael, from this dude, and he dies
Damn.
in that corner. He's slumped in the corner, dead. As like his blood and the wine on the ground mixed together. Shit. Now your turn, Dalabinian.
I'm gonna use my meta magic. I'm gonna use Quicken Spell. So I'm going to cast Sword Burst as a bonus action. I'll create a circle of blade or spectral blades that sweep around me, and all the creatures within 5 feet of me must make a dex save, or they take 1d6 force damage.
Fail. Pass.
The one who failed took 3 damage. And then I'll cast another magic missile, and I'm putting 2 into the one that I didn't hit and 1 into the one that I did hit. So this is the one for, like, the one missile going to the one. Takes 5 damage.
Okay, nice.
And then the other one takes 9 damage.
Holy shit, dude. Nice. The one squadron of sticks just fucking explodes away. And the other one's like half strength. Freaking more little sticks went flying away. It is now their turn. Zazriel, these 2 stick blights will come back on you. 17 and 2. And Sam, one missed. Mason, you take 4 damage. They take the part where you have a cut in your shin and just rip it up and shit. And the sound of this gets louder. Just sound. You can tell it's the door that you guys shot. It's just starting to break. It's starting to like get smashed.
Does it sound like a bunch of stick bugs?
Yeah, it sounds like little wood, like popsicle sticks just being rubbed together, basically. Michael, your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go join the fight. I'm gonna go try to kill them stick bugs. I'm gonna slash them.
Sound
I'm gonna try
good.
to crush them with a fucking 21.
That's a fucking crush.
Boom. 14 damage.
Double that, 28.
Damn.
Nice, but you just run up there and you just swing your sword through all of them, and there's like a hot knife through butter. Your sword just cleaves through these little stick figures. They'll just split in half.
Stick figures.
Yeah, they're like, "Ugh," and they just fucking crumple at your feet. Zazriel, your turn. My bad.
As my free action, I'm gonna summon my solar sword, and then I'm gonna use Radiance. As an action, you can slam down your sword. Enemies within 15 feet of you must make a dexterity save. On fail, they take 48 radiant damage, half on success.
Okay, they both passed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they take half damage, though?
Yeah, they take half damage.
Okay, sounds good.
7 damage, and they're scorched.
Okay. The ones in front of you get incinerated, and the guys behind you, they also get incinerated too. All that's left is the pile of just ash and stuff. You guys are out of initiative for now, but you keep the sound of it's louder, and you hear now a sound of a bigger hit against the door.
Can I put a trip mine on this fucking door?
You run over to the wall and you place a trip mine there, and you attach it there for a second. And Adrian's like, "We should keep moving. Those things sound like they're busting any minute now."
Let them.
Should we not?
What? No, we need to keep moving.
Should we not stand our ground and
Let's say we should
Kill
follow
them
them
all?
here through the hallway.
We can, but
Everybody.
We're gonna have
back
to deal
away.
with them eventually.
we either fight them here where we have the advantage, or we run farther in here where there could possibly be more and they catch up to us, maul us from behind.
Guys, let's back up from
Not
the door. I have an explosive here.
Okay, I'm gonna back up.
My character, go fill up his
Actually, wait, no.
go out, climb up on top of the barrel and take your flask. You dip it in there.
Is it smashberry?
No, it's actually dragonberry or something.
Fuck
like
yeah.
that.
Shit.
It smells really good.
Damn.
Are there any stick bugs in that?
Take a sip of that. That shit tastes good.
Damn.
But there's stick bugs in it.
Adrian looks at you, he's like, did you just drink that?
No.
Okay. Don't drink it. They poisoned those. You hear the sound of the door from outside finally break open. This massive, like, creature, like this like abomination of vines and stuff. And as it walks through the door, roll and activate your trip mine. Roll me damage for the trip mine.
40 damage.
So Zazriel places a trip mine at the doorway, and you hear the sound of the door being broken down. Adrian pulls his crossbow up, ready to shoot the first thing that he sees. And what you see come through this door is this like vine creature like staggering through. And before Adrian can even pull the trigger on his crossbow, you just hear a little ding, and you see this explosion just blow through the door and shit.
Holy shit.
And you just hear like these creatures wailing. And you just see the entire hallway just get engulfed in a massive flame.
Holy shit.
And you don't know how many numbers of you just killed, but you just hear a lot of things, just like sticks flying and like things being burned and shit. And you also hear like part of the winery like crumble to pieces a little bit. He's like, man, our winery, man, watch out.
Sorry.
You don't hear any more of these bangs, but you do hear commotions coming from upstairs. It could be possibly from the amount of rubble that just happened from this massive explosion in this hallway. What do you guys want to do?
Head upstairs. Clear this bitch out.
We do it. We go upstairs. Let's investigate.
Back to night.